Out of line. I want to speak to your superiors.
Well, I'm sorry, but this is personal. Between you and me about a woman you should have a little more respect for.
That's easy for you to say. Shirley wasn't your mother. She didn't abandon you and your family to run off with her first love and chase her dreams. What about us? What about the kids that she brought into this world who didn't ask to be here? The husband that she swore to love forever?
She made the best choice she could at the time.
Yeah, that's what she said. It's a cop-out and not a very convincing one at that.
Would you rather she stayed, resenting all of you and being miserable for the rest of her life? You know, she felt a lot of guilt over leaving you.
She talked about us?
She had a lot of regrets. Haven't you ever made a mistake and just did the best you could to pick up the pieces and try to get on with your life? Marnie, do yourself a favor. Put the bad part of the past behind you. Take the jewelry. Throw it in the back of the closet for now if you want, but I promise you, one day you'll be glad you did. Epiphany. This is Shirley Smith's daughter, Marnie.
Oh, pleased to meet you. We thought very highly of Mrs. Smith around here. Is there anything I can do to help?
I'd like my mother's jewelry.
Well, let's see what we can do about that. Follow me.
Thank you.
Ready to face the boys about Aiden?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Elizabeth and I fell in love when we were teenagers. And there was never anyone else for me. Not really. Not in the way that matters. It hasn't been easy. There have been many ups and downs, splits and reconciliations. But over the years, Elizabeth and I managed to create a family. You know, that pull was very strong for both of us. Anyway, we were at the point where we were ready to give it another try. You know, remarry, the whole 9 yards. But it didn't work. We didn't feel the same way about each other, and she turned to my brother. They had an affair.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been painful for you.
It was. It laid me flat. But then we found out that she was pregnant. And it could have easily been my brother's kid. But we got a miracle. Aiden turned out to be mine. See, that's his name, Aiden. He was 7 pounds, 6 ounces, and 21 inches at birth. You know, I could see before how much he's growing. You know, and his parents missed all that. Elizabeth and I will never get those moments back. I understand that. That's just the way it is. But see, we just don't want to lose anymore. Okay? And Karen, listen to me. I understand that none of this is your fault. I'm begging you. Please, let me take my son home. Yeah, these first days in the world must be confusing, huh? No one can even settle on a name. Parents name you Aiden, then you're Pablo. I'll bet no other newborn has logged in as many travel miles as you. It's all gonna settle now. And you're gonna find out how loved you are. And we're a motley crew, but at our core, not so bad. You could do a lot worse for family. Which reminds me, I probably should warn you, there is a scary branch. It's your dad's side. Cassidines. You got a grandmother that's straight out of hell, kiddo. But the other side, Spencer's, which also includes your dad, no, we try to balance things out a bit. Usually works out okay.
You have a beautiful baby.
Oh. Yeah, I think so too.
You're here.
Not for long.
Well, then come here and give me a kiss. Where are you going? Want to see Kate?
No, Carly wants to have dinner with me and Michael, and she called family time, so I feel like I gotta go.
Well, that's good. I mean, she's reaching out, right?
How was your day?
I arrested John Zakara today.
For what?
Evidence suggests that he murdered a guy named Tomas Lopez.
Lopez, like the brothers, the ones that put the bomb in his car?
Yeah, those would be the ones.
But, I don't know, Johnny's reckless, and if it were Sonny, then I could see that, but I don't know, something about this just doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Well, he says that Sonny framed him.
That I'd buy.
Would you buy that I've been on an integrity decline ever since I found out Sonny was my father?
I have to give you points for timing.
It would have been a shame to get caught in the rain and ruin that pretty dress. Especially since you wore it just for me. How about a toast?
2?
Taking off that armor. Both of us. Tonight I'm going to be a perfect gentleman, and you don't have to lecture me about alleged criminal activities.
Well, I'm not dressed for it anyway.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, I'm actually dying of curiosity.
About what?
Well, you know, over at the docks, when you thought I was a mysterious someone else, I thought I heard you call it a name. I couldn't quite hear it.
Brenda.
Right. Who's Brenda?
Yeah, it kind of surprised me how easily the lie came out. I mean, I didn't even stop to think. I just said I was your father. Figured it was the best way to get through to Karen. I wanted something immediate, in her face, something tangible that, there are people that you belong to. And it worked. It worked. Oh, the flight attendant? Yeah, that's another story. I mean, I guess I could have explained that I'm not really your dad, but what's the point, right? I mean, what does it matter if a stranger thinks that you're mine? You almost were. And I know I made a lot of noise about how it's best that Nicholas turned out to be your father. And in a lot of ways, it is. Your mother and I, we just needed to be done. But, I spent a lot of years wanting to create a life with her. So just between you and me, deep down, I think in some way, I'll always wish that you'd been mine.